we have an anniversary that Jay really wanted to talk about. I've never seen this match before. I've only heard about it, but from watching it the first time, it is quite an incredible match. And I'll let Jay take it away from here. What match are we talking about?
Yeah, I just wanted to briefly mention it because I thought it was kind of cool. So on September 11, 2005 was TNA Unbreakable, which was their pay-per-view. And the main event of that pay-per-view was Christopher Daniels defending his X Division title against an undefeated Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. Now, Samoa Joe's undefeated in TNA at that time.
He
And
was also an ROH
at
that time too, right?
I think so, yeah, because around that time they were able to work both companies, and then eventually I think TNA had TNA only contracts, like
Right.
exclusive. So yeah, I thought just want to briefly mention it because I saw this match for the first time a few years ago, and like I said, on September 11th of this year, it was the 15-year anniversary. So I thought I want to briefly mention it, and I think I haven't seen too much of TNA, but I would hands down say it's the best match TNA's ever had. Now, given, once again, this actually goes back to Meltzer, this is the only match in TNA history to have 5 stars. Whatever you make of it, that is your
whatever
opinion.
that, yeah.
But I would agree with that opinion, though. I think this is right. It's just nonstop action upon,
Yeah, I'm curious if this match took
Yeah.
place today, what he would rate it, because this match felt very familiar to how the pace of wrestling is today. Like watching it, I was like, seems like an AEW match that I would have watched with a lot of spots. I mean, there was something else different to it. But it was crazy watching to see AJ Styles as like a young, maybe in his prime guy who was doing a bunch of moves that I haven't seen him do with his WWE debut, because I really was only exposed to him when he made his debut in 2016. And even seeing Christopher Daniels,
Which I was there live.
So young. Huh? Oh, yeah. That's right.
I was there live to see AJ debut.
Wow. At least you didn't get to see the terrible pan or the, camera on Roman Reigns the whole time.
Oh, God.
So we're sitting there and the crowd's going wild.
Yeah,
who is this guy?
Yeah.
Storm.
But well, you're saying it's so weird to see now, like looking back, just how obviously young they are. But like again, like you're seeing AJ do same moves, some moves he still does now. But there's obviously moves he's doing then that like you didn't even know about, right? He did the springboard 450 shooting star press, which like
off the top, off the
crazy
ropes.
to see that. And this is 2005. Yeah. That's the scary part. Like I think you hit it right on the head that like I think all 3 of these performers, I should say, were really ahead of their time. And X Division it's funny, the X Division means nothing because it's like, what does it mean? It's like it means no limits, but like who cares about that? But it's like you have 3 performers who I would say AJ was in his prime then, but the scary thing is that he only got better, but also like he's just at around that same level still today, in my opinion. I think AJ is still one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Daniels showed he's a solid worker. Joe was insane. He's still good today. And like again, you see Joe do the tope, like the spinning move over the top rope.
Tope suicida.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just crazy to see that. And I just wanted to just mention again that match. I think it's such an awesome match. Anyone who hasn't seen it, like even if you've seen no TNA, just watch that match because it's like a bunch of action. There is selling. It's not like it is a spot fest, but I think they do a really good job in just
they
how
sell.
the match is laid out, and it just progresses. It's really good.
And they have amazing chemistry.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good. Yeah.